If you listen to solar marketing, you might think going solar is a weekend project. Installers often promise that in just a few days, a crew will show up, mount the hardware on your roof, and you will immediately start generating your own power. But simply bolting photovoltaic panels to a roof does not mean you are legally or safely allowed to turn them on. This creates a deeply frustrating moment for many homeowners. You look up at a fully constructed, highly visible, and expensive piece of home infrastructure, and it sits completely dormant. This Gantt chart illustrates the actual disparity. The top bar shows the marketing promise, that tiny 3-day window for installation. But the bottom bar reveals the reality. The physical labor is sandwiched between massive blocks of design, permitting, utility review, and final inspections. Those long administrative blocks make up the invisible second project. Before any physical work begins and long after the crew leaves, your system must pass through a rigorous approval phase. This extended timeline is not a flaw in the system or a sign of a bad contractor. It is the required legal sequence for connecting any new energy source to the public electrical grid. The crews on your roof represent only a small portion of the total project time. The schedule for reliable energy is dictated by sequential approvals from local and utility reviewers. Some discount installers try to bypass this reality to close a quick sale. They treat the engineering and permitting paperwork as an afterthought, prioritizing a fast installation day over structural planning. If a crew skips the required structural and electrical evaluations, the physical risks to your home are immediate. Mounting a heavy array on an older, unsupported roof can lead to sagging, leaks, and thousands of dollars in water damage. There are also external risks. Pushing unapproved electricity into the public grid without proper fail-safes creates an active danger for neighborhood infrastructure and the utility workers maintaining those lines. When you rush the design phase to get panels on the roof quickly, you increase the likelihood of discrepancies that stop the project during the final municipal inspection. The homeowner takes the hit on this trade-off. You are left with an expensive roof ornament that produces zero electricity, and you will likely have to pay out of pocket for extensive redesigns and electrical upgrades just to reach minimum code compliance. Achieving actual compliance means satisfying two completely separate, independent jurisdictions before your system can go live. Attempting to rush a solar project guarantees long, frustrating delays before activation. Investing the required time and proper approvals protects your asset and ensures your system operates legally for decades. The confusion around solar timelines usually stems from one major mix-up. Homeowners assume a local building permit and utility approval are the exact same thing. This split-screen diagram lays out the reality. On the left, we have Track 1, the local solar permit, which is strictly overseen by your municipal building and electrical inspectors. The city's primary focus is physical safety. Their first requirement is a comprehensive structural design, detailing exactly how the panels attach to your roof planes, proving the hardware can withstand specific wind load parameters. Next, they require a precise electrical schematic. The local inspector needs to see the exact wire routing, the location of safety disconnects, and whether your existing breaker panel has the capacity to handle the new load. When this phase is complete, the local municipality is officially confirming that your system achieves physical safety and strict code compliance. The trade-off for this thorough review is time. If the inspector spots a pre-existing issue on your property, like a weak roof or an outdated electrical box, your solar project pauses until you fix those problems. Notice that the local permit focuses entirely on the boundaries of your private property, ignoring the outside world. Earning that final sign-off from the city is a major milestone, but it still does not grant you permission to flip the switch. The local permit acts as the ultimate physical safeguard for your home, ensuring the hardware will not cause structural damage or electrical fires. Let's look back at our diagram and focus on the right side. Track 2 takes us beyond your property line. This is utility interconnection. To begin this track, you must file a detailed interconnection application with your regional Ohio electric utility. The utility company has a specific concern. They need to ensure your system can safely interact with their broader distribution grid under Ohio's net metering rules. This phase creates extreme anxiety for homeowners because the utility's review frequently happens after the physical panels are already installed on your roof. The goal of this track is to secure a formal document called PTO, or Permission to Operate. PTO legally grants you the clearance to finally activate the system and officially export energy from your property. But getting to that point is fragile. If a single document is missing from your application, like an unclear inverter specification, the utility will trigger a formal correction request. A correction request halts everything. It resets the clock, causing weeks of delay over a minor paperwork error. Utility interconnection is the absolute final gatekeeper. Without their technical sign-off and the PTO document, your panels are legally barred from generating power. Major solar delays rarely stem from engineering catastrophes. They stem from scattered paperwork and improper sequencing. The antidote to these bureaucratic delays is comprehensive, professional project management by a local expert. Look at this scorecard. A professional team executes a strict order to avoid bottlenecks: assessment, design, permits, utility app, installation, inspection, and PTO. This administrative coordination supports the physical installation. You can relax knowing you never have to guess which forms to sign. Hiring a local professional means partnering with a team that already understands Ohio's specific municipal codes and regional weather conditions. The contractor absorbs the administrative burden. They submit the exact documents required, schedule the municipal inspectors, and chase down the utility company. The trade-off is simple. You surrender microcontrol over the daily timeline, but you gain the peace of mind that final activation is guaranteed. Navigating the invisible second project with a professional protects the long-term value, structural safety, and equipment warranty of your home's energy investment. If you are a Sunbury homeowner, stop trying to navigate the red tape alone. Click the link in the description to schedule a consultation with Solar Panel Services Sunbury and start your professional assessment today.